Well, how about it, y'all? This is Daniel Nicholson from Nicholson Farms, and welcome back to another video. Today's going to be our last video of the year, so I figured we'd do it with spending time with the animals, feeding everybody up, kind of checking on everybody. So y'all stick with us, and I hope you enjoy the video. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it, and I hope you like what we got going on today. So I'm starting the video off up here where the goats are, and Brisket's here behind me. But last night about 9:30, I got a phone call from my dad saying they didn't have any water pressure. He's wondering if I left any water on, and I knew right away what happened. So let me flip the camera around and show you what Mr. Brisket decided to do yesterday afternoon at some point. Today I knew that I didn't turn any water on, and I knew Brisket was in this pen with this self-waterer, and I guess he got a little curious about this pipe and decided to break it off down under the ground somewhere down there. So I know what my project will be tomorrow. They got a little water to drink down. I need to empty that tank out anyways and clean it out. But they got water for today. We'll tackle that project tomorrow. It should be fun. But that's what a cow will do to a faucet if you're not careful. So now that we've seen the damage that Brisket's created, let's get started feeding up the animals. We're gonna go check on the rabbits first. I got a rabbit I really think's about to have babies, so let's go check on her. I haven't checked on her today, so you might join me seeing if she's got babies or not. So let's get down there. We'll feed up and water the rabbits, check on them. Then we'll move to the pigs, the cows, the goats, and just kind of check on everybody, make sure everybody's doing good, and make sure everybody gets fed up for the afternoon. I haven't completely finished my rabbit hutch. I still have to put the dividers in and all the latches and hinges on the doors. But I did go ahead and separate this male from the female in case that female does decide to have babies. I went ahead and pulled him out. He needs some food and water. I never thought a rabbit would drink so much water, but this guy goes through a whole container of water a day. I don't know if he's just sitting there playing with the water nipple or what. Every day I have to fill up his water completely full. But he needs some food too, so let's go ahead and take care of him before we check on the female. So this rabbit may or may not have had babies yet. I don't know. The male was in there with her for at least a month, and that was 2 months ago whenever he was put in there with her. So if she's gonna get bred, she should have been bred. She should have already had them, but we'll just kind of have to wait and see. I'll show you why I think she's getting close. I think it's a good sign. I don't really know too much about rabbits, but we'll just kind of have to see how it goes. Let me flip the camera around and show you what I'm talking about. So no babies, but you can see in this box, she's kind of started making a nest. She did this about 3 days ago. I don't think she's sleeping in there, but she did that. I know they're supposed to pull a bunch of fur and hair, just kind of make a cozy spot for the babies. But apparently she hasn't done it yet. I would hope she's pregnant, but I really don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. I was really hoping that she'd have babies this week. It's been like 70 degrees here in December this whole week, so it's perfect for her to do it, but she's probably gonna wait till next week when it starts getting cold again to do it, and then we have to worry about keeping the babies warm. Rabbits taken care of. Sorry there wasn't no babies today, but we're gonna move on and go ahead and feed the pigs and show you them. I'm first gonna go grab their feed. This is down there. I'm gonna get the Toyota and go ahead and load some hay up as well, so we can go ahead and take care of the goats here in a second. But the pigs are doing good. They're growing pretty well. The rest of them's up here in the woods, but they're growing pretty well. They're going through about 60 pounds of feed a day between the 4 of them, which is a lot. They're really starting to grow a lot. They're eating more now because I think they've picked all the acorns out of here. So we'll go ahead and go grab their food and get them fed up and get them settled in. We're going to be dodging some rainstorms, so the camera might get a little blurry. Please excuse that. I'll try to keep the lens cleaned off. But I'm gonna go grab the Toyota. We're gonna load it up with hay and pig food and brisket food, and we're gonna keep feeding up. Come here, get down. Get down. down. I don't know if you can tell from the last time you saw them, but these guys are definitely starting to take off. This guy right here is starting to get pretty big. These guys are starting to catch up a little bit. We still got a little runt here. He's starting to grow, but not as well as the other two. The 2-wire system is working out pretty good. This one right here got out yesterday, but the fence was shorted out because of something Brisket did. He rolled a log on top of the wire in the pasture. So it got shorted out. He figured out it wasn't hot, he got out, but he wasn't no trouble to get back in. And the fence is hot now, so it should be good to go. But that's about it for the pigs. They're gonna be making a move here in the next couple days. They're gonna be going all the way up there to that tree line where they were originally. We're gonna go ahead and get them back up there. We're starting to get some rain, and they're starting to get this little area kind of torn up, and this is not really somewhere we really keep animals, so we want to get them out of here before they rooted up too bad. They were just in here to eat acorns and get fat and happy. So other than that, the pigs are doing good. So just the other day I went to the feed store and I got 2 more sacks. We got right at a ton of feed. We went back to the original mixture we were starting to raise brisket on, but it's basically a soybean meal, cracked corn. You got some pellets. It's got some cottonseed meal and all that good stuff in there. This is a 16% beef grower. We're really going to try to put it on brisket here in the next couple weeks. We're going to be going to the processor here in about a month and a half. So we're going to keep them in a smaller area, really lay the feed to them, hopefully gain some more pounds, puts a little more fat on them. Just hopefully we can finish him out well. He's probably, if I had to guess, about 850 pounds. He's a little lighter than what I want, but he's grown good for us. He's been a good calf for us, but we still got him for another month and a half. We're going to try to put as much weight on him in the next month and a half as we can. He's getting a full 5-gallon bucket a day now. That's right at about 20 pounds of feed a day. He's cleaning all that up. We might bump it up a little bit more. I don't want to push him too hard, but we're gonna grab his feed real quick. We'll run up there and feed him and check out Mr. Brisket a little closer. So we got Mr. Brisket here. He's gonna eat his supper. Trying to get how wide he is. He's looking pretty good. He's not the tamest guy. But he looks good. He's filling out good for us. I'm kind of happy the way he is. I want him to gain a little bit more weight, but we'll just kind of see how it goes. Since he broke our water hose, I think he will be moving back to the back pasture. We'll finish him out there. He was gonna stay up here, but I think we'll just go ahead and move him back there. A little better water system back there. We ain't got to worry about him breaking that again. We're gonna beef that up anyways, so it doesn't happen again in the future. But Brisket's doing good. He's getting plenty of feed, plenty of hay, and got a month and a half left with us. Move, 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 move. So the goats are getting 2 bales a day right now. That seems to be doing the trick. They have just a little bit left over the next day. So I don't think they need any more and any less. Everybody's body condition still remaining pretty good. Nobody looks skinny. Nobody looks unhealthy in my eyes. So everybody's looking good to me. A little bit of an update. This guy right here, Clifford, I think he is officially sold. I told the guy that he can come pick him up in about 2 weeks. Whenever we get done fully breeding, I'm gonna pull the bucks out here in about 2 weeks. They would have been in with the females for right at 2 months, so they should have got the job done. Hopefully they did. And then that's gonna leave us Clyde. Our Kiko Billy's gonna be our only Billy left. We're gonna pull him out, put a little bit of feed on him, see if we can get some weight on him, get him growing into a mature buck. I don't think breeding really stunning him too much. He's kept his body condition. I'm really impressed. He's still looking pretty good after 2 months of being in here with these girls chasing them. So hopefully we have plenty of babies out of him, out of this little herd of goats. So I kind of wanted to give you a little bit of an example of what the goats are leaving behind as far as the hay. This is where I fed hay yesterday. For the most part, they cleaned this up. They left a little bit more of this than they did the previous day, but they might still come back and munch on this. But if not, this is a really poor piece of ground up here on top of this crest. It doesn't really have any good forage. It's not even too much Bermuda grass in here. So hopefully this grass or this leftover hay will kind of fertilize the soil a little bit, put some nutrients back in it, drop some seeds, and hopefully we can get some grass growing in this area. Right here, I don't know if you can really tell, it's a little bit darker, but this is 2 days ago. Their hay was spread out amongst this area. They cleaned it up pretty good, but you still got a little bit of litter on the ground, covering the ground, and hopefully same situation, nutrients in the soil and seeds dropping. I do want to show you one more thing if I can find some. Here's one right here where we spread oats 2 weeks ago. That's some oats coming up right there. There's several in here. Here's another one. Here's some more. So they are coming up. They might not be as thick as I like, but we did spread pretty late. I'm just happy to see them germinate. Here's a good spot right here. All this little green shoots you see sticking up, that's all oats. So hopefully we're gonna have some winter forage. Here's another good sprouting right here. Hopefully we're gonna have some winter forage here coming soon. I really think these past couple days of warm temperatures has really saved us on the oats this year. We got lucky with that. It's been a weird winter. I mean, it's been in the 70s for the past 4 or 5 days. It's been hot. It's 70 degrees right now. I'm sweating, and it's December. We got 2 more days left in the year, and it's warm. So it saved us on the oats. We got to be careful that we don't overgraze them with the horses, the goats, and the cow, to give them a chance so they can actually start coming up pretty good, so we can actually get some use out of them for forage. But the goats here, everybody's looking good. We're going to be moving them back to the lease here in about a week and a half. That's the same time I'll pull out these bucks. But the goats are looking good. So all the animals here at Nicholson Farms have been fed up for the afternoon. Everybody's looking good. Winter hasn't hit us too hard yet. Hopefully it doesn't hit us too bad, but we do need some cold weather to kind of kill off our bugs and stuff like that. I don't know if it's going to get cold enough for that this year. It's not looking like it, but hopefully it doesn't hit us too hard. All the animals are looking good. We got plenty of hay if it does start to get real cold and these animals start dropping weight. And if we need to, we'll buy some grain. Hopefully we don't have to, but if it gets to that point, we will. And everything has been great this year. I really appreciate all the support this year. I hope everybody has a great New Year's. The channel's grown, the farm's grown a lot in this past year. Me and Maddie's actually going to be doing a video where we sit down and talk to you kind of about how we did this past year as far as our growth, our plans for next year. I think that'll be our next video, or maybe the video after. But we'll sit down and talk about how the farm did and all the plans we have for next year. And I promise you there's a bunch of them. We've got some big plans for next year. We had a lot of big plans this year. We reached some of them. We still got some of them to work on. But all together, it's been a great year. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Thank you for watching the video. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and leave us a comment. And y'all have a great New Year's, and stay safe, and we'll see y'all next year. Hey man, you saving that for later? You got a little something on your face.